It's great to be at the Hoover Met, joined by the Hoover High School Band, the cheerleaders. Tonight, a huge game in 7A Region 3. The second-ranked Thompson Warriors, one win away from clinching a region title. The 8th-ranked Hoover Bucks fighting for their playoff lives. High stakes, high pressure, high drama, high quality entertainment. Welcome to Blitz Game Day, everybody. I'm Jeff Spiegel along with Jamie Hale. The calendar says, Jamie, it's still regular season for the Hoover Bucks. It feels like a playoff game. Well,
that's because the path to the 7A playoffs has been a bit complicated for Hoover. That's because of the 2 losses suffered at this venue earlier this season. The Bucks suffered back-to-back losses in September to Hillcrest and Hewitt-Trussville. They were 1-3, and everybody was wondering what's going on with the Bucks.
Yeah, Jamie, and you knew they would. They turned it up a notch. Back-to-back road wins at region foe Prattville and defending 6A champ Parker, followed by blowout wins over Oak Mountain and Tuscaloosa County.
In those 4 wins, they're averaging 48 points per game. The Bucks have righted the ship just in time for 2 big games. And the head coach's interview is brought to you by Freddy's, and right now we are joined by Hoover Bucks head coach Chip English. Now, Coach, I know you were asked this question, I'm sure, a lot in September, but what caused you guys to get out of the gate pretty slow in the beginning of the season?
Well, we were still coming together, and we didn't really we didn't take care of the small things that we needed to, and our guys realized that, and our coaching staff and players came together, and we righted our ship, and we have a long way to go, but you never plan on having a slow start, but you learn from your mistakes, and you don't want to make them over and over again. So we take pride in correcting those mistakes and learning from our wins and losses, and so hopefully we can continue that.
Yeah, but you guys really are rocking and rolling now. How much confidence are y'all playing with?
Each time you get a win, you figure some more things out about your team, both offensively and defensively. So really happy for the guys, and I tell them all the time, confidence comes through your preparation, and we've really been having some really good weeks of practice. And to be honest with you, we had some good weeks even in our losses. So it's just finding that right mixture of guys, the right plays, the right defensive calls, the right special teams to get over that hump. And we have so far, and hopefully we can continue that.
And you've said before that the guys are playing with a sense of urgency, but they're not playing with a sense of panic, which is huge. How big is that ahead of big games like this when the high pressure is rolling?
Well, it's doing your job every single time. Coach Reeves, our defense coordinator, he tells the guys, just do your job. You don't have to do anything else, but just do your job. So I think where that comes into play is we're not overreacting. We're not going out of our way. We're not doing things that we can't do. We're doing exactly what we're taught to do and doing what we're coached to do, and those players have responded. So they're just kind of taking it one day at a time and then one game at a time.
You mentioned to me Monday there were some matchups in this game that played in your favor. I assume one of those matchups is Jonah Winston, involves him. How special of a player is he?
Man, he is really special, and those type of matchups that we see, Jonah's going to lead the charge with that. Last year he really went off in the game, and I felt like was the leading reason why we won the game. Of course, it took everyone, but he came up big with over 100 yards of receiving and a couple touchdowns and won the game in overtime. So can't speak enough about him, and tonight we're going to move him around all over the field, and you might even see him on defense.
Thompson quarterback Trent Seaborn looks pretty comfortable back there in the pocket. How do you make him uncomfortable tonight?
Well, we feel like we have one of the better defensive lines in the state, and our guys are primed and ready to go for the challenge. But yeah, you're right. We have to disrupt his timing. We have to dent the pocket. We have to make sure that we're causing his eyes to go everywhere and worry about the guys flying around him. So we have our hands full, but we're up for the challenge.
Chip, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Well, the Thompson Warriors come into this game with a 6-2 record. Both of those losses to non-region foes, Grayson, Georgia, and Clay Chalkville.
Yeah, but in region play, they've been pretty dominant. The Warriors have outscored their 7A Region 3 opponents 235-25. They've won those games by an average of 42 points. Their goal, like every other team, is to be playing their best when November rolls around. The coach and his all-state quarterback both feel like they're trending in that direction. Hoover is just another opportunity to take another step in that direction and to win a region championship.
You've got to be able to run the football in the playoffs. The weather changes from time to time, so the main point of interest to us has been to develop our run game. We're always going to throw it if we can throw it, but we need to run it if the defense wants to defend the run. The pass as opposed to run. So, but we're getting there. But I do think we've played better the last couple of weeks.
We kind of start off slow a little bit in the beginning of the season, kind of struggle a little bit in the middle. But towards the end of the season, or every season, we always start clicking as a team, as an offense, as a defense, as a special teams. We start playing for our coaches, start playing for each other. And I can't thank these guys enough. They've done an amazing job.
By now you know the legend of Trent Seaborn, led the Warriors to a state title as an 8th grader. He's grown physically. He's matured mentally. He's a bona fide blue-chip prospect. His career numbers, and don't forget, he's only a junior, 8,562 yards and 89 touchdowns. But like any competitor, the losses stick with him more than the wins. The loss to Clay Charfel stung really bad.
It was really painful to watch, but it also shows me, the good things we did and the bad things that we did, and helped me learn from the bad things. You either win or you learn. You don't lose. So after that game, I knew I had to have a different mindset going into every week. Really just can't make any more mistakes. Every mistake is crucial. Especially when we're playing a very good team. And I have to be perfect for my team, and so does everyone else on offense and defense. So that's really just been the mindset that I've had personally.
I didn't tell him not to take it personal, but we didn't drill it. We didn't talk about it, but I know he took it personal, and I think it'll make him a better player, more conscious of how quick a game can turn.
Well, here's the good news about the drought, Jamie. We've had dry weather for some big football games, which coaches like.
That's right. Blitz Game Day meteorologist and the legend James Spann joins us now. And, James, it looks like that trend's going to continue tonight.
It's going to be a great night for high school football tonight, and really it's warm, but it doesn't feel that bad out here this evening. Let's take a look at temperatures across this part of the state, and you can see we've got mostly upper 80s, a few spots that touch 90 today, but the dew points are not that bad, so it feels pretty good. Just in case, let's check the radar, and we see basically nothing happening. We're expecting totally dry conditions tonight. However, we need rain, and here's the good news. We're going to get rain this weekend. How much? Well, this is the latest guidance. Birmingham and points north and west. Rain amounts will likely be 3/4 to 1 inch in many areas. That will not break a drought, but that's certainly a help. Rain amounts to the south and east around 1/2 inch, and that rain will be coming in after midnight tomorrow night. I think we get the college games in with no rain tomorrow evening before midnight. So here we go. Our forecast for tonight. High clouds around, but a great night for high school football at the Hoover Met. 78 degrees at kickoff, 73 at the half, upper 60s on the way home. Jeff and Jamie, back over to you.
All right, James, thank you very much. Coming up next on Blitz Game Day, we check in with Johnny Condon, who's covering the 6A Region 5 championship game between Homewood and Parker.
And also coming up, I'll chat with Bucks superstar and Florida State commit Jonah Winston as Blitz Game Day rolls on from the Hoover Met.
It's 3232. Hey, test. You guys got me back there? 3232. Hey, Theo, if you can hear me, I'm supposed to. When I went in there, they said he was still on a call, so that's TBD. You're the man. Thanks, dude.
Okay, man, stand by.
It was a rough start for the Hoover Bucks this year, but you know what they say? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Just in case anyone's forgotten, Hoover has won 3 of the last 4 7A Region 3 championships. Hoover fears no one, and that includes the arch rival, Thompson Warriors. Well, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and you can count on Jonah Winston to make plays tonight in this must-win situation for the Bucks. And Jonah is standing by now with Jamie.
Jonah, was there a point in the season where the lights finally came on and you guys just started clicking?
There was most definitely a point in the season. I would have to say the second half of the Prattville game. The guys came in the locker room and we finally see that our season was really on the line. And if we lost that game, that it probably would be over for us seniors as far as making the playoffs. So I definitely say the second half of the Prattville game really opened the eyes of all the guys to really know that it's the win or go home at this point.
You guys beat them last year. You were the one to score the game-winning touchdown in overtime. What's it going to take for you to repeat that tonight? And you just told me you guys haven't won or beat Thompson at home.
It's going to take all my guys around me and my supporting cast, the coaches, everybody. It's going to be a team win, the fans, the cheerleaders, the band. Everybody's going to take accountability in winning this football game. And for the ones that's depending on me, I'm depending on them. So we got to go off each other and go out there and win the game.
Talk to me about your connection with Caleb Freeman.
It's always been great. Been taking a man coming in the summertime, coming in, little bro. He goes everywhere with me. It's like my little brother. We're family. We treat each other thing. I get what he wants. He give me what he wants. So it's always a good thing to have a quarterback bond and for us to have fun with each other.
You committed to Florida State like your brother in the past. Why Florida State?
Just a family aspect. I basically grew up down in Tallahassee, been there through all the ups and downs and turns. So I'm ready to go back and put the program right back on track.
What would a win here tonight mean for you?
I mean a lot. It means that I get to keep on playing with my brothers and give me a chance to give us a chance to go out and win a state map, win the state championship like we've been planning to do since the summer.
For people that are tuning in, watching you guys on TV, what do you want them to see from you guys out there?
I want to see a team that's ready to put the world on notice and know that Hoover's back, and we're going to do everything to make a statement and make our point that we're really the best team in Alabama.
Thank you so much. Jeff, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Thanks to Coach English and Jonah Winston for their time. And there are huge games tonight, not only here, but everywhere else with playoff implications. Johnny Condon is at Parker High School, where the 6A Region 5 title game will be decided. Johnny?
Yeah, that's right, Speegs. We were supposed to be joined by Frank Warren, the head coach of the Parker High Thundering Herd. He's getting some last-minute adjustments inside the clubhouse there. And again, he's going to need them because this is as big of a game as they come this season. The only thing better than live sports are live sports with stake. And tonight, there will be a champion crowned in 6A Region 5. It is the hometown Parker Thundering Herd, and they welcome in the red-hot Homewood Patriots, who have been one of the best stories in the Birmingham Metro this season. Let's start with the Parker Thundering Herd, who have really found their form offensively since the second half of that Hoover game. They lost that game, Jeff and Jamie. However, they discovered their identity and they found that they can throw the ball vertically down the field. Last week against Minor, 70 points. Quarterback Dylan Reese put up 5 touchdown passes on the evening. He was simply unstoppable, and they're going to need that to translate tonight because Homewood comes in a very smart, sound, fundamental physical football team. And of course, you can't talk about Homewood without talking about their quarterback, Caleb Carson. He's thrown 21 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions. And of course, the only loss this season to Mountain Brook in that crazy 2-point conversion that went viral nationally. So again, coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to visit with Ben Burgess, the head coach of the Homewood Patriots, because as good as their season has been, this Parker team is a different animal. And if they want to leave tonight with the victory, they're going to have to be at their very best. But for now, from Parker High School, I'm Johnny Condon, ABC 3340 Sports.
All right, Johnny, thank you very much. We're looking forward to seeing that game tonight as well. Now let's bring in Hoover High School Buccaneer Band Assistant Director Sally White. Sally, this is a big game tonight, but you've got a big thing happening right here tomorrow. Tell us about the Hoover Invitational Marching Festival.
That's correct. We do have our Hoover Invitational Marching Festival tomorrow. We'll have 15 competing bands. University of South Alabama will be doing an exhibition, as will our Hoover High School competition band. So we're real excited. Our jazz band will be playing during the dinner break, and it's going to be a full day of fun. So come on out.
Sounds cool.
I know everyone loves your halftime show. What's the theme this year?
Well, we actually have 2 marching bands. We have football band, And the football band show is a mixtape of the 80s. So some really cool 80s tunes.
Yep, Jamie loves that.
I love the 80s.
Billie Jean and Jump, and it's a lot of fun. And our competition band for their competition show is Where the Wild Things Are, from the children's book, and it's an awesome show.
All right, if you don't mind helping us out, let's hear more from the Hoover High School Buccaneer Band.
All right.
I'll visit with the Hoover Bucks cheerleading team.
And a milestone victory for a legendary coach. And we'll talk about the fly in the ointment in 7A Region 3, the shocker that team pulled off last week.
Yeah, there you go. And he's like, we're way better than Saws. And I had Saws. Saws was pretty good.
Sauce is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that there's
that's
one.
like
I didn't realize there
there's
was
one
like
around here too, but it's lame.
Can you hear him, Gracie?
I can't hear them.
But she is marked up. What IFB do you have?
I think it's the one that says sports or wireless 3
Wireless 3.
is my mic, but now I can hear it. Yes, now I can hear it. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check. Okay. Yes, so my
Welcome back to the Hoover Met. The 8th-ranked Hoover Bucks in playoff mode, Chip English calls it, against 2nd-ranked Thompson in a huge 7A Region 3 game. It's been a crazy Region 3 race. Thompson, for now, is the clear-cut leader. The Prattville Lions, though, after getting routed by Hoover and Vestavia Hills, stunned Hewitt-Trusteville 24-21. The Lions capitalized on a couple of special teams mistakes by the Huskies. Quarterback Will McKay threw a touchdown pass to Chris Brown. That Lions victory moved Prattville into a 4-way tie for second at 3-2 with Vestavia Hills, Hewitt-Trusteville, and Hoover. Prattville, by the way, at Hillcrest tonight. Hey, congratulations to Westbrook Christian coach Steve Smith, who Friday got his 300th career win when Westbrook beat Tryon, Georgia. Smith's wife Rachel and sons Sean and Sloan were there to witness it. Smith garnered many of those victories at Cedar Bluff and Piedmont, where he led the Bulldogs of Piedmont to 5 state titles. And welcome back to the Hoover Met. The 8th-ranked Hoover Bucks taking on the Thompson Warriors tonight, and the Hoover Buck cheerleaders are ready to go, and standing by with them now is our own Jamie Hale.
That's right. We talked enough football. Let's talk about the cheerleaders, the leaders of this school. I want you guys to introduce yourself.
I'm Riley Hopping.
I'm Madden Roach.
I'm Greer Wilkerson.
I'm Claire Michael Davis.
Girls, how exciting are nights like these on Friday nights when you're playing someone like Thompson at home?
The Thompson versus Hoover games are always the most exciting games ever. The rivalry and their energy in the Met is like no other, and it's like no other high school game you'll ever experience.
It's just so fun. It's always exciting to see the atmosphere, especially from the Hoover Bucks side. I know we have a lot of traditions that happen here at the Met, and we love it.
Talk about, I haven't seen this before, but I see a bunch of students out there already tailgating hours before the show. How much fun is it to get them involved during these intense high-pressure games and get them on their feet and all that?
It's definitely fun, such a fun atmosphere, and I just love seeing our school come together and show so much school pride, how much they just really love Hoover and support our Hoover football team.
Yes, it's so exciting seeing everyone come out to support us and our football team. We love seeing everyone in their orange and having so much fun in the student section.
Awesome. Well, can you girls give us a little treat of what fans are going to see out there on the TVs tonight? Do a little cheer out there?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Thank you, girls. So fans are tuning in on TV. This is what they're going to see on the sidelines tonight.
G-O, let's go.
G-O, let's go, Bucks. G-O, let's go. G-O, let's go, Bucks. G-O, let's go. G-O, let's go, Bucks. G-O, let's go. G-O, let's go, Bucks. G-O, let's go. Let's go, Bucks.
All right, thanks, Jamie. Thanks to the Hoover cheerleaders, and we will be right back with the last word from the Warriors and Buccaneers. But as we go to break, let's honor the Ridgeline Roofing and Restoration Scholar Athletes of the Week. For Thompson is Connor Cannell. He's Thompson's starting center, an active member of the Alabaster Teen Council, active in his community, including Alabaster Clean Sweep. And for Hoover, it's Lincoln Anderson, 3-year starter on the O-line, team captain, honor student, has gone on 2 mission trips to Ecuador and is an Eagle Scout. Congrats to Connor and Lincoln. Thompson-Hoover checks all the boxes when it comes to a great rivalry. Great players, great coaches, intense, competitive. They've split the last 4 meetings. You can't play a great rivalry game like this in September. It's got to be in mid to late October when both teams are hitting their stride.
When Thompson and Hoover played in the last 10 years, it's always been, you want to get your best because it's a good high school football game. But they are better. They're playing better. And talent-wise, like I said, they're lacking in nobody in the region as far as talent.
They've got a great defensive coordinator, great line, great box, great DBs. So I know we're going to have to go to work. This is not a team we can take lightly, and I applaud them for that. I give them credit for that.
I feel like we match up with Thompson better than most, and so when we go into the game, we're fearless, and I expect nothing less from our guys to go in there fighting, and likewise with Thompson.
I told the guys after the clock struck 0 Thursday night that we're now in the playoffs. It's time to have win or go home mentality, because right now, if we don't win, we leave it up to somebody else for us to get into the playoffs. So right now, I just told them have that win or go home mentality. And this is like your last game, play like this is your last game. We really want it. And you can see that in the fans. You can see that people on the field, the people on the sidelines, even the people that had nobody on the team cheering for us. You can just see it that we want it down here in Hoover, and we're going to go get it.
Thompson and Hoover, 7 o'clock on My 68, then at 10:15, all the highlights on the Friday Night Blitz. But that'll do it for another edition of Blitz Game Day. Thanks to Athletic Director Dr. Harley Lamy for helping put this together, to Coach English, Jonah Winston,